Janice, can you arrange all of these materials instead of me today?
Brittney, where are you right now? You should be at your desk doing your own work right now.
Huh? Who do you think you are talking to me in that sort of tone? Right now, I'm outside the office meeting with some people, so I am asking you, who seems to be doing nothing else right now, to get that work done for me.
I don't have time to handle all of your work, though. I have a lot of tasks that I need to complete myself, as well as a lot of things that I need to memorize by the end of the day. I only just came back to the HQ after spending 15 years working at one of the regional offices.
Do not talk back to me. I could have you sent back to that regional office with the snap of my fingers if that's what you want to happen.
There's no way someone like you would be able to do that to me.
Well then, that must mean you don't know a thing about me.
And the only thing I know about you is that you have a lot of accomplishments when it comes to this department.
That's right. I'm the ace of this department after all. And that's not all. My father happens to be the department manager of this department. So what do you think? Do you finally understand who I am? I could have trash like you thrown into the garbage out back with a single word to my father.
I can see that. But I only just came back to headquarters and I was really looking forward to enjoying my time here. So could you please not threaten me by sending me back out to that regional office?
Then you listen to what I say and do it. A 16-year-old regional office worker like yourself is going to be my slave. And that's about the only use one could get out of an old hag like you. After one completes their training, they become a full-time employee here, right? That means I have to start working on getting you trained up before you can be let off the leash and allowed to roam this office building. Anyhow, before I get back inside, you'd better have those documents arranged for me, as well as have my desk completely cleaned. If perhaps you are not finished with all of that by the time I get back inside, then tomorrow you'll no longer have a position within the headquarters of this company.
Understood. I'll do what I can for you to the best of my abilities. When exactly will you be coming back inside?
We'll see. This business discussion I'm having with some of the other employees might be a long one, so I'm not sure yet.
It must be really difficult for you always to be taking so many trips outside the office, right?
Well, considering I'm the ace of the department, I have no choice. Janice, how are things for you today? Being back at the company HQ after so many years, have you gotten used to everything here again?
Hello, Fran. Thank you for asking. I think it will still take me more time to get used to how everything runs here now after 15 years have gone by.
Oh, is that right? Well, if there's ever anything you're worried about or have some difficulties with, please let me know and I'll try to help you out. Having you back at the company HQ has really helped me relax a bit.
Thank you so much for letting me know that. Sorry if me asking you anything would seem selfish of me. I promise to do my best to tackle all of my problems before I have to ask you for help.
You don't have to be so diligent with your work right now here. You've done a lot for my company in the past, and that was all enough for me to appreciate you. So please feel free to take things easy from now on and let me know when you need my help. Also, this doesn't just include you either.
Yes, I understand that.
How did your son end up faring out there?
Thank you for asking. Because of the much more quiet and clean countryside, he was able to get a feel a lot better and grow up nice and strong.
I knew there had to be something off about the city air that was causing him so much trouble.
That's right. The fact that I was having to take him to the hospital every other week due to him getting sick was really difficult on us all. But him being so much better now is still a little bit unbelievable for me.
Living in the countryside is a far better place for a child's health than here in the big city. I'm very happy we were able to make that all work out for you.
Thank you. Luckily, we were able to get me transferred out to that regional office in time.
When you first asked me about wanting to do that, I was shocked. But your reasoning for it was something that I could never say no to.
And you helping me through all of that was the biggest help I've ever received before. Because of what you did for me, my once really sick boy who could never stay in school due to always being in the hospital is really close to graduating high school now.
Is that right? He's already at that age then.
What do you think my son told me when I asked him what he'd like to do after he graduates from college?
Hey, come on now. He's a much younger man than me, so I could never guess what a boy his age would want to be doing after college. I just hope that whatever his answer was, he's aiming for what he wants to do and not what others have told him to do. That is why I work so hard for the sake of all children, so that they can live in a world where they can make their own choices and not be limited by everything around them.
That's a good point. I hope that I'm doing the same thing for my son as well. If things were to stay the same way they are now, that wouldn't be good, right?
What do you mean by that?
Well, considering where I'm at right now, in this department, there's something I'm a little bit worried about. So if you wouldn't mind, actually, I'd like to tell you about it right now.
Janice, are you available right now?
I'm sorry, I have a lot on my plate right now, so can we do this all later today?
No way. You cannot be putting me on the back burner for anything else right now. I should be more important than anything else in your life, and that includes your own work.
Excuse me?
Today, I had plans to go out and have a business meeting.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
Do you think you could go to that meeting for me?
What? If you're wanting me to go do that for you, then why are you already out of the office right now? I thought you left your desk to go out and be at that meeting.
A little bit of minor business popped up that I need to deal with.
No way. What do you think you're doing skipping out on a very important business meeting that you're supposed to be at today?
Shut your mouth right now. That company isn't that big of a deal to me anyway, so what does it matter if I'm there for the meeting? Also, I thought that something like a business meeting would be some good experience for you, so I'm letting you handle it now. Who do you think you are preaching to me like that? You thank me right now for what I'm doing.
But what you're doing is very rude to those customers.
Listen, Janice, do you still not understand just how scary of a person I really am? You have no right, you being a slave to me, to be telling me your opinions on the matter. Do as I've said. If you do not, I'll have you transferred back to that regional office you were at before, or better yet, I'll have you fired.
I don't care who you think you are. What you're saying is tyrannical.
Anybody I do not like, I have fired. That's one of this company's rules now. Now, you stop acting like a jerk and remember that rule very well.
Now you're just starting to speak a load of nonsense.
Did you know that my father is on his way to becoming the top of this company? Now that you're aware of that, you'd better shut your mouth and get your crap together. So stop talking to me like you matter at all and do as I've said by going to that meeting. That is the only choice you have now. All of those people at the meeting are nothing more than my puppets anyway, so you go there as my slave and learn from the rest of them how to behave.
There's no way you can get away with acting like that.
Starting today, your training period is all finished with and you are now being transferred to the sales department, right?
Yes, that's right. From here on out, I'm going to be putting in even more effort in order to make sure I don't let anyone down.
What a heart you have. Then would you please go and grab me my tea? I am your manager after all.
Wait, you're not my manager, or anyone's for that matter.
I am the department manager's daughter, which makes me like a manager myself. I shouldn't even have to say something like this for you to be able to understand that.
Understood.
Make sure to put some milk in it for me. And I want whole milk, none of that skim milk crap. I'm going to make sure everyone else knows that they can use you as their servant. I'll allow it.
Then let me grab you your tea and bring it to you.
Hold it right there, actually. I'm going to get everyone else's orders right now for you.
Wait, but it doesn't seem like anyone else needs a tea right now. Look, nobody is even standing up to ask for one.
Are none of you going to listen to what I'm saying? You go and ask them all right now what kind of tea they want.
Stop that right now. I can see everyone is getting upset right now with how much you're yelling at all of them.
Shut your gosh dang mouth right now. If you all don't listen to what I'm saying right now, I am going to make things worse for everyone in this department.
Unless things will only be made worse for yourself if you try anything.
Huh? What the heck was that? Are you screwed in the head or something now?
Not at all. I'm just being realistic. I can see by the way you're still acting that you have no idea how to control what kind of terrible words come out of your mouth.
Terrible words? What the?
I'll have you know that after I finished up with my training, I was placed in this department working with you.
I already know about that.
And now my official post in this department, or rather in this company, is the general manager.
The general manager? When you say general manager, you mean the man that stands above all the other managers in the company?
That's right.
What kind of a lie is that? If you're trying to trick me, how about you start with a more concrete lie? The fact that you thought I'd believe you just then goes to show just how crazy one becomes with age.
I'm not sure everyone goes crazy with age, but what I've just told you is the truth, so you better start believing in it. Have a look at your emails right now and check. I'm sure that'll help you grasp what I'm saying.
Then I guess I'll take a look at my emails.
Please and thank you.
What? Is this serious?
Thank you so much for doing as you were told and looking at your emails. As your new general manager, I'm going to try and do everything I can to support you, so please reciprocate that kind of support with me.
You're higher up than my own father?
That seems to be the case now. And that means from now on you better start calling me Mrs. Janice, as that is a more fitting way to speak to your general manager.
No way.
Now, with me having become the general manager of the HQ, I think I'm going to have to start working on going through each department and seeing what things need to be improved. Starting with this one, the sales department. And from what I've seen so far, you, of all people, with your very rude behavior and horrible treatment of coworkers will need to be dealt with. Because of your actions thus far, I feel that the whole sales department is performing way below my standards, and that is not a good thing. So, as a way of showing you just how serious I am, I'm going to have you demoted so that the rest of this department can get back to work after having a fresh breath of air again.
Why are you going to demote me? I'm the ace of the sales department.
And I believe you being this so-called ace also needs to be looked into a bit more thoroughly.
Stop screwing around with me. You're only doing all of this to me because you hate me, right?
As the general manager, I will not let my own emotions get in the way of the decisions I make. This is for the sake of the whole entire sales department and this whole entire company.
I will not allow you to do this to me.
But this is what the general manager has decided to do. So for some simple worker like you to say that you won't allow it means that you are openly welcome to being fired from your job, right?
I think that you even becoming the general manager was a major mistake, and you should not be in that position at all.
But me being made the general manager was a choice our higher-ups made.
Then I'm going to have a word with all of them, and I'll have HR remove you from that position.
That's impossible. Not even your father would be able to do such a thing to me.
I know that. Listen to this. I happen to be on good terms with the CEO of this company, which means that whatever I say to him, he'll be more than happy to listen to. And that means he'll take you out of that position and put an ace like me in it.
Oh, is that so? Then please, by all means, give it your best shot.
You're going to regret ever trying to take me down today. So for some reason, it really does seem that you're the general manager now.
Did you have a nice chat with the CEO? I'm glad to hear that. You really had me worked up there for a second.
But now that I've chatted with her, I know a few more things.
Oh, and what could that be?
As long as I continue to put in the work I have been, I'll become a general manager like you soon, right? Now I have a real reason to be working here.
That's right. This company takes into account all the work that their employees put in and judge them fairly based off that.
What a great company this is.
Yes, I agree with you there.
Sure, you may be feeling good about things right now, but just know that you are not in a very secure position.
Oh, and why do you think that?
Because I'm going to steal that position from you right away. I'm the ace of the sales department after all, and unlike you, I've been putting in all my effort at the HQ of this company. I might even become the next general manager by next year.
I don't see how me having worked at a regional office and you having worked here all this time makes a difference, though. Now, what I'd like to talk about is why you think you can still consider yourself the ace of the sales department.
Huh? Are you trying to piss me off now? Do you have any idea how amazing all of my accomplishments in this department have been?
I understand that there have been a lot of achievements obtained by this department.
Then what the heck are you talking about?
I'm talking about how it's unlikely that you're the one responsible for all the accomplishments in this department.
What do you mean by that?
To be open with you, as the general manager now, I've been having a look through the history of the sales department and everything it's done. And after a couple of hours, I've realized that you have been taking all of the work your coworkers have been doing in that department and taking credit for it all.
What the hell? I would never do something like that. Stop saying things like that about me right now.
No matter what you have to say about this, it's no use. I've been investigating things further and have been talking with a lot of the other employees in the sales department. And a lot of them got together and confessed to me all of the unacceptable things you've been doing here.
Those are all lies they're telling you. They're just trying to knock me down from the top because they don't like me being the ace.
That's not true at all. I have been talking with them through all of the events. You steal all of the easy work from them and give them all of the work you find to be too difficult for you or a pain in the butt to complete.
That's wrong. I have not been doing any of that.
You really think I'm going to trust what you're saying to me now? Even I fell victim to that when you would force me to manage all of those documents for you, as well as clean up your workspace, right? Are you going to tell me that I misunderstood all of that as well?
That was all. That was just me giving you experience doing different things.
Then what were all those threats about having me fired if I didn't complete everything for you on time? What a joke.
Sorry that I misspoke then, but I never was trying to force you to do all of those things.
I'm not going to trust whatever you say anymore. Another thing, in this company, employees are paid for the work they do. So when you take credit for all of those other people's work, you were also taking the money they were owed for it.
Is that right?
Yes. So you're going to have to pay the company back however much you owe those other coworkers of yours.
Why do I have to do something like that now?
Because that money is only meant for the people that actually put in the work to complete those projects, and is not meant for anyone else. Which means that later on, you'll be getting a few documents describing to you how much you owe the company back. Make sure you read all of those amounts carefully for me, please.
Do you seriously think that you can go ahead and do something like that to me?
Of course I do.
All you are is a simple general manager, and the only ones that are able to do anything like get money from one of the employees and investigate them is the HR department.
That's right.
And that's too bad for you because my father happens to be really good friends with everyone in that department. So when I go and have a word with him about what you're doing to me, he'll go and tell them to stop you and have all those documents thrown out.
Sure, I can see your father doing something like that.
My father will do anything for me to make sure that I move up in this company, which means that after this, he's going to have you kicked out of that position, and then he can become the general manager, and I can take his position.
Oh, so you're going to let your father become the general manager instead of you?
I will. Him getting that position is a lot more realistic and can happen much sooner. And then I'll make you regret all of this BS you've been trying to shove on me.
I'm very sorry, but that's never going to happen.
What? So you're not going to surrender right now to me? Well, keep on trying to fight us then. Just know that it will be for nothing.
No, I'm not talking about trying to fight you guys.
Then what are you talking about?
Now that I think about it, you often leave the office to go out to meetings and such, right?
Yes. I work for sales after all, so it's a part of my job, right?
I found that very odd of you, though. You would always be forcing others to do all your work for you, yet you still wanted to take the time to go out to those meetings.
What now? I happen to actually be working seriously over here. And that's why I'm seen as the ace of this department.
You've been working seriously? Then what's all of this about?
What is this picture?
This is a picture that someone I assume to be your friend posted on Instagram. A picture of them having a really fun time at an amusement park, right? And inside that picture, there is also you standing behind them. I took a look at when this was posted, and it just so happens they posted the picture during the middle of the day, on a work day. After looking a bit further into the time of day, I found that that's normally when you're out of the office at those so-called business meetings of yours, right?
That was taken on one of my days off, and she probably just posted the photo during the week when I was working.
I see, so that's what happened here. But how come there are plenty of other photos on her account of you going out with her during the week? Are all of those pictures she took during your days off and just decided to post while you should be at work?
What? That's right.
I see. You really have some unique friends then, don't you?
What the hell, man? I can have whatever friends I want.
Of course you can. But something about all of this seems to be a bit off is all.
What's this?
This is you with your father having a fun time walking through a resort town. Seeing a father and his daughter getting along so well is such a wonderful sight. But this time it also comes with a very massive problem. This was taken at the time you were supposed to be away on a business trip, and your father so happened to use paid time off to go on this trip with you.
No, this is...
I don't recall you having to go to this resort town for a business trip, Lexi. What is going on here?
Sometimes I'll go and meet with my father.
In a resort town? Tell me, why, when you were supposed to be away on a business trip nowhere close to a tropical resort town, were you able to meet your father there?
I don't know why.
All right, then. Well, thank goodness this time you didn't have a terrible excuse for it. What I know for sure now is that you lied about going on that business trip and used the company payroll to go on vacation with your father. And your father, being the department manager that he is, knew it was happening. Perhaps this was planned out by your father in the first place.
How do you have a picture like this?
Because you both have been under investigation for a very long time now. Always having to leave work for business meetings and business trips. But all of your achievements only came from stealing other people's work. Plenty of people started to realize things were off about you and your father, even before I came back here.
Crap.
Your father has already confessed to everything we've shown him. That is why now, both you and your father are being fired. That's why I was saying it would be impossible for either one of you to become the general manager.
No way. I'm being fired? Can't something else be done about this?
This is what you both get. Tomorrow, you will no longer have any position within this company, and the same thing goes for your father. The very next day, both Brittney and her father tried coming back to the office, pleading that they both wanted one more chance to show that they really did care about their jobs there. However, the lady at the front desk would not allow them in, and said that if they did not leave the front lobby soon, she would have security called on them and have them both walked out. Both of them would heed her warnings, though, and would leave the office building, never stepping foot inside the place ever again. After having been fired and told not to ever come near the company's HQ ever again, Brittney tried her best to find another job working somewhere else. However, not many companies in the city were willing to even give her an interview. The story of why she was fired, as well as what happened the day after being fired, had spread all over the city, and not a single company owner wanted to hire her. And the same situation can be assumed for her father as well, so they were both stuck being unemployed members of this society for a little bit. And not too long after that, their household finances went straight down the drain and has not recovered since. But things were only made worse when mail came to their door with the documents stating the amount of money Brittney had to owe the company after misusing both payrolls and having taken the money for other people's work. She was able to borrow some money in order to pay the company back, but that forced her into some seriously muddy water, now having debt with a loan shark. Because of that, Brittney's father went out and found himself a part-time job working for a car wash to try and help her pay that loan shark off as soon as possible, while also paying the bills. However, Brittney complained to her mother and father about how she could never sink so low as to work part-time, and that led to her parents kicking her out of the house. I heard that she sat out front of their house for some time crying and screaming that they were the worst, and that they should not be able to abandon their own daughter like that. However, neither one of her parents listened to her screams, and nobody else in the neighborhood wanted to hear it, leading to them all calling the police on her. This then led to her running off with whatever things she could take. And by the time the police showed up to see what was going on, Brittney was long gone. And guess what happened to her soon after that? She started to work in the city's red light district, doing things that women like me care not to explain. She was also able to find herself an apartment out there, although it was said to be very run down and out of shape for most people to actually want to live in. However, for her, it was her only option besides becoming homeless and never having a chance at doing the kind of work she was in then. But only a month after hearing about all of that, I heard she was fired from working there, as her rotten character was something no man wanted a part of, not even those that liked to be dominated. After that, she started looking for work anywhere she could find it, but a terrible cycle of being hired and then fired started for her. And in the end, she had to go to the one place she never wanted to, and that's working part-time at a car wash with her father, who no longer wants any part of her. But the both of them, being in some pretty steep debt, knew it would be easier to pay off if they all worked together. And so, just like that, Brittney's father let her back into their home under one condition, and that was that she worked at least 80 hours a week. Right now, that family is having to fight to stay alive by taking on more and more part-time work. And that's all that left me feeling a little bit bad for the wife of such a hopeless family. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
I'm going out to drink right now, so you don't have to make me anything for dinner. You can head to bed before I get home as well. No, I'm heading out.
What? You're going out for drinks tonight as well? Don't you feel that you've been going out to drink a bit too much recently? Are you sure your body is okay with you drinking that much alcohol?
As long as I can still get a beer or two into me, my body is fine. Actually, if I don't keep drinking, then my body is going to fail from all this stress. This company has me working so often and it's all for nothing, so I'd live to quit soon.
Huh? Is that so? Well, I hope today wasn't too bad for you. Are you going out drinking with Rachel and all of them again?
Yep, that's the plan. Man, do I love being back here around all my good friends.
So then that means you won't be getting home until really late tonight, right? But you have work again tomorrow, right? Please don't drink too much tonight so that you can at least wake up for work again.
Are you my mom or something? You don't have to tell me things that I already know, okay?
But this happened to you once before, right? You were so hungover that no matter what I tried to do, I couldn't get you out of the house. That day you had a very important meeting in the office, yet you ended up calling in sick then. You got in big trouble for missing that meeting because it was extremely important, right?
Would you shut up already? I know. I was the one that had to deal with that mess more than anyone else, so I know. Jeez, you are so annoying going on and on about things like that to me. I just finished work and I'm tired from my long day. I want to go down a couple of beers and have some fun with my friends, which means I don't have time to listen to your nagging anymore.
I'm sorry. But you remember what I said earlier, right? Today is the day of my mom's birthday, and so I wanted you to come home so that we could take a video of us both singing her happy birthday. Then I could send that to her as a way of showing her we're still doing all right.
You're talking about that single mother of yours? You were pissing me off this morning, so I said okay to whatever you were blabbering on about. But that's what you were wanting from me? I'm not coming home to do something as stupid as that. Don't you think so? We're both too old now to be taking videos of one another. And your mom is as old as a rock and doesn't even know how to use her phone. Forget her and focus on taking care of me now.
What the heck? I told you this morning that I just wanted to send her a simple message was all. I get that she's old now and might not care to see it or even know how to, but I still want to make some sort of an effort for her birthday. Stop making it sound like I'm still attached to her like some child. And even if I'm acting so attached to her still, that's because she's my mom and she raised me herself. So I would like to send her something that shows that all her work went towards making me happy.
You just keep on going and going about something I do not care about, so shut the hell up, please. I'm not with you to do all that stupid emotional crap, so leave it be or do it yourself. And honestly, I don't think she deserves to get anything from us since she was the one that caused the divorce that made her a single parent. She went and had a baby without telling her husband. Then she caused the divorce that forced him away. And then she took it upon herself to raise you instead of giving you up. All she did was stuff that anyone could do, but really shouldn't have to do. So why do you care to praise her for it?
Shawn, are you being serious? I told you what happened. My mom chose to protect me from my dad. She got that divorce in order to keep me safe.
I guess you did tell me about how your dad didn't even want you and acted like a child himself, which got him divorced. But your mom was the housewife back then, right? Which means your dad was already having to take care of one kid, being your mom. I don't even understand how your mom could be so selfish by forgetting what your dad did for her and then divorcing him and running away with you.
My mom knew what was going to happen after the divorce, and that's why she went out and got a job right away, while still caring for me in the place. I respect her a lot for doing that and consider her my idol. So I don't want to hear you talking about her like that or about any of my family matters like that, actually.
All right, okay. It's not like I give a crap about your mom's self-induced hard life anyway. I only like to think about what's happening now, and what's happening now is me going out for drinks. I'm on the verge of passing out due to all my stress, so I think I'm going to slam a few shots of tequila and letting the night take my stress away.
Understood. Just remember that in 2 days, I'll be working a night shift. I'll make you something for dinner and put it in the fridge for you to warm up when you get home. Oh, by the way, yesterday you had dinner here at home, right? I had to work all night then as well, so I left you food in the fridge to eat when you got home, and by the time I got home, it was all gone.
Huh? What are you trying to figure out here? If I hadn't eaten it, then why would the food be gone from inside the fridge?
That's a good point. I just found that you went and ate everything I had for you, which is pretty rare.
Well, thank you for the food. I'm going now.
Okay, have fun. And make sure to come home safely, please. Listen, you are really doing a poor job of becoming Shawn's wife there. Compared to someone like Shawn, you really are the most plain Jane I've ever seen. So could you at least try a little bit harder in order to make Shawn feel all right with making you his wife? Today, Shawn was so tired that he came here looking like a dying dog. What? I have been trying my best to be a good wife for him and understand everything he says. That's why I didn't stop him from going out with his friends to get drinks, and I even allowed him to go out while you're with them, Rachel. Yesterday, he came home and ate dinner before going out to have drinks then as well, but he didn't say anything to me. Oh, well, I suppose that was a little rude of Shawn to not say anything to you. But even if he messes up once or twice, that's nothing compared to you. Shawn has recently had a lot of stress and such building up within him. I feel so damn bad for the poor sap. As his wife, are you making sure to please him in all the ways he wants? What? Was Shawn talking about all of that stuff with you? All of that is between him and I and is a very private matter. He shouldn't be saying that to anyone, especially other women. Huh? He and I have been friends for longer than you've known him. We've always talked about whatever we wanted to, so just because you're his wife now doesn't mean any of that is going to change. But I'm sure that an outsider like you will never be able to understand Shawn and I. You're not just an old friend of his, though. You and him have been very close to one another for a long time, so I'd really like it if you stopped getting so close to him again. Also, isn't your husband there with you as well, joining in while you drink? You're talking about Travis? Of course he's here with us. All of us here have been with one another for a long time, so we're all super close. And that includes my hubby. Although he and your husband are both drunk off their asses right now, so I'm having a hard time keeping them upright. Oh, is that right? I'm sorry that Shawn is causing you all that trouble. You have that right, that your husband is causing me a lot of trouble. I already have kids at home that I have to deal with and my hubby. Why do I have to start taking care of your husband for you as well? He is the biggest child I've had to watch out for so far. I see. I had assumed you guys were all close friends and were just out having some light fun and talk. But if he's starting to become a problem for you so often, then you can tell him to go away next time. Shawn is always drinking a lot, and he's kind of got me worried as well. You really have no clue then, do you? He's not that big of a problem for me, but there are a lot of people here drinking right now. But you never drink and always stay home instead of coming out. That makes you boring, and the reason why he's always with us. This is what Shawn's always been telling us. There are plenty of nice women at these bars for him, and comparing them to you, he might leave you behind soon. You shouldn't say something like that. Shawn knew about how alcohol and I don't really get along too well together, even before we got married. If he was going to be upset by something like that, then we should have never gotten married from the start. There's the other thing. You always love to make the problem seem like it's been caused by anyone but you. I think it's time you just start taking better care of your husband. Rachel, you and your husband have been close to one another for a long time, right? What's been your secret for getting him to be so close to you? What? I'll have to think about that one. Normally he's away for work a lot of the time, and so we've some pretty good distance between us pretty often. Maybe it's that distance that allows us to enjoy one another's presence more. I also have to take care of the kids for him while he's away. He must love me for having his kids and being the one to watch over them, right? Oh, I see. Thank you for letting me know those things. Maybe I'll give the whole distance thing a try or something. I'm sorry to have to say this now, but please keep a close eye on Shawn for me again. Shawn? Hello? Are you all right? Please say something to me. Did something happen to you tonight? Please answer your phone.
Why are you calling me so much at this time of night? I can't believe you. You really think I'm going to be picking up a call from you at 2:30 in the morning?
Oh, thank God. I was afraid something bad might have happened to you. Maybe you got into an accident? I just got a call from the police while I was in bed with my eyes still open. They told me that your car was in the middle of the road and they needed to tow it away. And that this has happened in the next town over from here? But you told me you were going back to your parents' house, right? There is no way your car should be in the next town over if you were only going to your parents' house, right? So I started to freak out a little, wondering what might have happened to you.
What? The police? Are you serious? You got a call from the police at this time of night?
Yeah. I told them there was no way you could have been all the way out there. That's when they told me your car could have been stolen and that I needed to call you to find out what happened. The police and myself were worried about you and if you'd been hurt in any way and were in need of help.
Ah, I see. That's all fine for me. The car wasn't stolen from me or anything, so you can stop worrying now.
The next town over? That's where Rachel's house is, right? Is that where you ended up going? Why would you be going all the way out there?
Don't worry, there's nothing that serious going on. She told me she harvested a lot of vegetables and such and wanted me to come out and get some from her. But when I got to her place, she told me she wasn't feeling too good, so I made her something to eat. And as time went by, it ended up being 2 in the morning.
What? Is that so? Shawn, you've always told me that you can't cook, yet you were able to cook for her? Did you actually make her something good?
Come on, all I had to do was look at the recipe and I was able to make something up.
I see. What did you end up making for her?
What did I make? Just something in the crock pot is all. Why are you asking me so many questions? It's almost going on 3 in the morning now, so go to bed or something.
I was sleeping, but then I woke up for a little bit and was just staring. Then that's when the police started to call me. Thankfully, I left my phone on before going to bed.
Thankfully, huh? That's why I told you to stop turning your phone off before bed each night. Well, it's not like there was really an emergency or anything. I'm going to get ready to head back to my parents' place now. Goodbye.
At this time of night, you're going to drive all the way back to their place? Well, it's not like you can stay over at her place anyway, since her husband isn't home, and that would make things pretty weird for everyone. Have a safe trip home then, and make sure that if you're going to park your car on the road, to be closer to the curb. Hey, where are you right now? I have told you so many times now that today is the day you need to come out and see my mom. Could you please just answer one of my calls already?
What? Is that what day today is? I totally forgot that today was the day I had to go out to see your mom with you regarding our wedding. It's not like it matters to me as much since you only have your mom now, so you should be able to forgive me for being 5 hours later.
You have kept us waiting all day, Shawn, and now you're going to say something like that? I was going to try and stop you from going out to drink last night, fearing something like this could happen.
Meeting with your mom is not that big of a deal to me. After all, this is your mom we're talking about here. She's had to be a single mother all your life, so she's pretty much used to nothing ever going as planned. It's not even like she does anything with her life that's worth anything, that idiot. How much is she making at that job of hers again? 1,000, 2,000 a month at most?
What? You have to be joking. Are you not even going to say sorry for being so late?
I'm the one who is hungover right now and has to make my way out to you. I already told you that I'll be there soon, so shut up and wait a little longer for me.
We have all been waiting for you, okay? So how about you stop texting me and just get your butt over here?
Give me another 3 hours and I'll be there.
If you don't get your butt in your car right now and drive over here, you are going to regret everything.
Yo! What the hell happened? Why the hell is all my family here now, too? And why the hell are both of my parents on their hands and knees apologizing?
What? Were you not receiving all of their phone calls earlier? Oh, that's right. You never gave your parents, or anyone in your family for that matter, your new phone number. So they had no way of hearing anything from them. Well, it's not like you'd ever want to hear anything from them anyway, since you haven't been seeing your family at all. What have you been doing all those times when you said you were going to see your parents?
Why are you questioning me about all that right now? I want to know why the hell my family is all here right now. You even have my grandparents here with you. Why?
They all came to pay my mom and I a visit and say hello. After all, the president of the company your dad works for is my mom.
What? Wait, what the hell do you mean by that?
I only learned about this very recently myself. But it turns out that my mom is very close with all of her employees at work. It sounds like your dad and my mom became very close to one another there. So when they both were talking about their kids and learned that they were both having their wedding and everything at the same time, they were shocked. My mom caught on to what was happening then and told me that your dad had been working for her that whole time. But she didn't want to tell him that she was my mother because she wanted to surprise everyone today. We were both really looking forward to seeing you and your family here today to talk about our marriage and this wedding.
Huh? What are you going on about? Why would you keep something like that a secret from me, though?
I needed to because of how much you always looked down on my mom. So I was really looking forward to seeing how you'd react today when you found out who my mom was. I wanted to see what ridiculous face you'd be making when you went into shock. We already told your parents when they arrived here, and that's when we said to them that we were all waiting to see your face when you found out.
You're lying. You have to be. If the call came out here to meet with you guys and me, then how long does that mean my family has been waiting? 5 hours? 6?
8 hours, just like my mom and I. You really are the stupidest of all the men I've seen. My mom tried her best to keep everyone happy by saying that they didn't need to worry about you because she trusted you'd be coming. And thankfully, it seems like all of your family is used to this kind of a behavior from you, so they waited patiently. All while your mom and dad sat at my mom's feet begging for forgiveness.
No way. Crap. My dad, he's very strict with me. If he finds out why I was late today, he's going to rock my shit.
Well, I really hope he does, because that's what you need. Come on in so I can see that happen. We've all had to wait 8 stinking hours for you now, so come in and entertain all of us. You have to do this for us, or else we'll all be asking for our refunds.
Dude, don't tell me. Don't tell me that you've said anything unnecessary to my parents, right?
What kind of unnecessary things are you talking about? Can you please be a bit more specific? I'm sure I've said at least 1 or 2 things to them about you, which they didn't like, but we'll just have to wait and see what their reactions to you are.
Huh? Yo, what the hell did you say? Did you tell them that the reason I'm late today is because I was out all night drinking or something?
Well, of course I told them that. Had I not said that to them, then we couldn't have gotten to any of the good stuff, right? I told them about how I really didn't like the idea of you going out to drink again last night, but you kept telling me you wanted to drink with Rachel. I then told them about how you never came back that night and wouldn't even answer any of my calls or texts. And even when I had woken up this morning around 5 or so, you weren't home yet, so I left the house to come see my mom. And when I tried to call you again, you didn't answer, all because you've been so hungover and nowhere to be found. That's what I told your parents after saying you were coming late because you went and got shit-faced at the bar with Rachel. I wasn't wrong about anything, was I?
I'm not asking you to be playing games with me right now. You're my fiancé. My wife, practically. Shouldn't you be wanting to make me look good in front of everyone?
No, I don't. That would be silly of me, right? You've already been lying and avoiding your family for some time now, so me trying to make you look good would only make this situation harder for me. So no, I told them the whole truth about the man that you are. And I made it loud and clear that it is because of your son that we all had to wait 8 hours for you. I've always been a little bit too lenient with you, but this time I couldn't play nice anymore.
Why would you say things like that? And why would my parents... I'm not going to believe you. How the hell could your single, good-for-nothing mom be a company's president?
You don't have to believe anything I say. The facts will continue to stay true no matter what you choose to think. In order to raise me to the best of her abilities, my mom went back to school for a bit and studied business. She then started a company of her own and from there put it through years and years and years of success. That is why she's your dad's boss now. Unlike you, she chose to avoid things like alcohol to soothe her stress, instead opting for things like playing sports and going to the gym. And she was never late to anything because she was never hungover. She's a very respectable woman, and my idol. I've told you all of this about her before, right?
I know you said things like that, but I never expected this. Unbelievable. Please, say something to them. Tell them that something like this has never happened before, and that I'm normally at work or at the house all the time with you. Please convince them to just overlook what happened today.
There's no reason for me to bail you out of your bad habits this time, right? I am fed up with you and your crap, hence why we're not getting married now. And I will be getting a fair settlement from you for all that time you spent with another woman in bed. I hope your wallet is ready for that.
Huh? Don't start saying the most crazy crap right now. What are you even talking about?
Stop playing dumb with me and we can try to talk things out. I already have loads of evidence of what I've said, so there is no escape for you. I know about how you two would come over to our house when I had to work night shifts. And you guys were doing all kinds of things together, from making out on the couch to taking a bath together to even using our bed to have a little bit of adult fun. All of it was captured on cameras I set up in the house, and I'm even willing to show you that now. I've already gone and shown your family, so there is nothing you can do about this now.
What? No. Wait. What are you doing? I can't even fathom what you're saying anymore. Did you just say you put up cameras in the house?
Yes, I did. Everything you were up to and talking about was really suspicious to me. There were also things like the food I would make and leave for you ending up in the trash when I got home. And about how the sink was always clean and tidy when I came into the kitchen. I knew you were trying to hide something from me, and I needed to figure out what that was.
What? That's what led you on?
That was just what my gut was telling me. I didn't do anything just yet, but then I got that call from the police in the middle of the night. And then the story of how you were over at Rachel's house at 2 a.m. What was wild about that, though, wasn't the fact that you were there, but that you were there when her husband was out of the house for business. I knew something was seriously going on then, so I hired a detective.
A detective?
Well, I really didn't need to do that, though, did I? Because while I was away working night shifts, you both were in our house making love. So that was all too easy for me to get evidence of.
That means you... I'm sorry. I was just confused, was all.
Rachel was so invested in you that she'd send her kids away to her parents' house so that she could be with you. So that you both could come into our house and stained my bed sheets while making love to one another. I'm not too sure you were just confused then, Shawn. Considering this happened at least 3 different times.
I'm so sorry, Arya. I'm apologizing to you now, so please don't make a big deal out of this. If everyone started to find out that this is what all led to me losing my fiancé, my wife...
Naturally, I will not be forgiving you for any of what you've done because you're a massive dick, Shawn. Because you lacked any form of humanity, I'm going to make sure you're punished. I'll even bring this up with your manager and the rest of that company. All so that your life is ruined, like you almost did with mine. And then, once you've lost everything and have experienced what it's like in hell, I might be willing to forgive you. Shawn went and swallowed all of his fears and came into the place to confront his family and mine. And just like he was saying, the first thing that happened was his dad's fist hitting him square in the nose. Watching him squirm around on the ground as his nose bled all over the place was quite entertaining for my mom and I, so we forgave his parents. He then crawled over to me, begging for forgiveness, but I was never going to let him have anything else from me, and so I knelt down next to him and said to go screw himself. A few days later, we were able to cancel the wedding, and I ripped up the marriage forms that we were so close to handing in before I went and got my settlements from both Shawn and Rachel. I also made a call to the company Shawn's been working for, and after hearing the most unfortunate news from me, he was transferred out of that department and office. He's since been working out in the middle of nowhere for a much smaller department, making around only a quarter of the salary he had before. All I can say to that is, he got what he deserved. Hey, Mom. I just wanted to remind you about our plans today since I have some updates. It sounds to me like Jack was able to get reservations at that one restaurant that I was telling you about. I don't think it's going to be anything too formal, so just show up how you would to any other restaurant. I think we're going out for Italian, so don't wear white. Yes, I suppose that would make it pretty easy to see where I got sauce on myself, wouldn't it? But I'm glad and grateful that Jack was able to find a good place to book for us. I'm really looking forward to this. Forward to this too, Mom, but I'd be lying if I didn't say that I was also a bit nervous. What, Jessica? What is there to even be nervous about? Did something happen between you and Erwin? No, it's nothing to do with Erwin and I at all, but it's just that, well, I guess his dad said some things that just really weren't sitting right with me. And I think that some of what his dad has been saying might be starting to rub off on Erwin. I'm not really sure if I can explain it any better than that without going into too much detail about what all was said. I'm sorry, but I guess I'm just a little bit confused. If you don't want to talk about this, then that's okay, but I'm afraid that I can't really follow along with what you're saying to me. Well, it's just, I don't know. I guess that Erwin's dad really doesn't seem to be happy about the fact that I was raised in a single-parent household. And this isn't just hearsay, Mom. He's actually told me this himself. And now even Erwin has been saying things that hint at him not being happy about it either. Wait a second. You mean that your fiancé's father and now even your fiancé are talking bad about the way that you were raised? What were they even saying? I don't know. I wasn't really trying to listen, to be honest, but you know, his family, they all come from a long line of politicians, and I guess they just have some pride about that. And I think more than anything, they probably just have a lot of misconceptions and misgivings about what being raised in a single-parent household even means. But I just know that if they were to meet you, that would probably solve everything. I mean, you do know who Erwin's dad, Jack, is, right? Yes, I think I've heard of him, but I think that we've hardly ever actually interacted in person. Although I'm sure that Jack wouldn't want to try and start anything with me as soon as he realized who I am. No, I don't think that he would try and start with you over anything, although don't be surprised if he gets a little competitive about things. I suppose that might have to be expected, won't it? But if that is all that's going to happen, then I'm not sure what you're worried about. I think I know how to handle myself, thank you very much. After all, I think there were plenty of people who thought that they could look down on us just because I was raising you all by myself. But I am sure that if we all just sit down to eat a nice meal and talk this out, that we'll be able to clear up some of their misconceptions. Although, that being said, I have to say that I'm surprised that someone would actually still cling on to such an outdated belief. I know, you're right. You might be fine tomorrow, but that wasn't all that I wanted to talk to you about. There's something else that I wanted to discuss with you before the meal. Oh, really? Oh, well, what is it that you wanted to talk to me about? What else is there that I should know? The thing is that both Jack and Erwin asked for your phone number so that they could get in contact with you. So I was just wondering if you wouldn't mind if I shared that with them before tomorrow. Well, that's a bit strange that they would ask you for that when we're all about to meet tomorrow in person anyways. Can they not just get my number from me directly tomorrow? Why can't we just do that? I don't understand why we wouldn't be able to make that work. In fact, that seems like it would be so much easier to me. I told them that you were really busy and that she might not like it, but they both seemed pretty insistent about it. I don't know. You know how they get. It isn't like I didn't try to explain all of that to them. I see. Well, then I guess that means that they won't take a simple no for an answer. Gosh, I wish they would just listen to what people were trying to say to them. It would make things so much easier. And it makes me think that there is something they might have that they want to talk to me directly about. I don't know. I guess I just have a bad feeling about all of this, if I'm being honest with you. So I suppose that if they really do want my number that badly, that there shouldn't be a problem in you giving it to them. Okay, I'll go ahead and pass along your number to them. Thanks so much for understanding, and sorry to bug you with this when you're already so busy. You don't have anything to apologize about, Jessica. After all, you're not the one asking for this. But I just do hope that things between you and Erwin are still going well. I just want you to know that it's okay to call this off if you feel that it's not going well. No, it's nothing too bad or serious. I just wish that they would be a little more open-minded towards you and the whole raised by a single mother thing. And I think it just stinks that this is even a topic that we have to clear things up on and try and make them feel comfortable with. Does all of that make sense? Of course it does, and I completely understand why you would hope to have more support from your fiancé and his family. But hopefully, after we all sit down and talk about this tomorrow, it won't become a problem in the future. Either way, I am really looking forward to the meal and seeing everyone in person. It feels like it's taken so much work to finally put all of this together. So I'll see you tomorrow, dear. You have a lovely rest of your day. It was nice talking to you, even if it was just about putting all of this together in the first place.
Hello, this is Town Councilman Jack Harrison. I take it that this is Beth, Jessica's mom, isn't it? I got the number from your daughter, and so I'm hoping that I'm speaking to the correct person right now. Or rather, texting, I should say.
Hello. Yes, this is Jessica Williamson. It is a pleasure to meet you, Jack. And yes, Beth told me that you were asking about getting my phone number. I'm happy to finally be able to connect with you. Or rather, I suppose it would be more appropriate to say that it's been a long time since we last spoke, hasn't it?
Are you saying that you and I have met before? I'm terribly sorry, ma'am, but I really don't remember meeting you at all. In fact, thinking about it now, I don't think I've ever met anyone from a single-parent household before. Not the kid or the parent, so I don't think that we've met.
Oh, but we have met before, you and I. Although I am thinking that maybe meeting each other tomorrow in person might serve to jog your memory a little bit.
Well, I understand that you seem to think that we've met before, but I'm telling you that I have no recollection of that at all. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? You and I have not met. In fact, I really don't think that someone like me would ever lower themselves to talk to you. Or rather, how would someone as low as you even manage to talk to me?
Lower yourself? You think I'm beneath you? I really don't understand what it is that you're trying to get at, but if you're saying what I think you're trying to say, well, I think it would do you well to choose your next words very carefully.
Right, look, I'm going to get to the chase and skip all the niceties, okay? Now, I don't really know what you and your daughter might be after with all this, but I want you to know that I'm not about to let you pull any kind of scam on me or my family. Understand? We're not going to give either of you one red cent. In fact, I'll be even more honest. I don't trust you or your daughter one bit. You are both just as shift as each other. I couldn't even throw you as far as I trust you because I don't at all.
I'm sorry, but I'm just a little confused about what you're talking about. When did either of us even say that we wanted money from you?
Listen, I'm a member of the town council. I know what it's like to live in the world that I do. And if I've learned one thing, it's that when some poor family tried to get close to you, they're only doing so with one goal in mind. I mean, the moment that Erwin told me that he was dating some girl from a single-parent household, I have to say that I was quite shocked. I thought that he would have thought more carefully about who it was that he was going to be bringing home to introduce to his mom and I. But I guess that my boy is still young and has a lot to learn. After all, he didn't even know that he should be watching out for exactly your kind of people to come slinking around.
I'm sorry, Jack, but do you not realize at all just how insulting you're being, both to me and my daughter? I mean, really, you're an elected official. Do you think that this is any way to speak to the people that you claim to serve? Why do you think that you can just assume that every single-parent household is just after money? Is that really how you view the world? I can't believe that someone like you was let anywhere near the levers of power that control our society. I really don't think that you have any real basis for any of these beliefs besides your own personal biases. The fact of the matter is that you just don't know what you're talking about at all. And I would really appreciate it if you stopped accusing my daughter and I of having such a behavior. You are being very rude, and I don't care to stand for it any longer. Now, tomorrow we are supposed to get together for a nice meal and discuss how our children are engaged to one another. So I just can't understand why you think that it's appropriate to be texting me these kinds of things the day before such a meeting.
I just thought that I'd give you some forewarning before we did meet. I just want to let you know that I already know exactly the kind of people that you and your daughter are, and I won't let you get away with this.
You really just don't know when to stop, do you? What makes you think that you have to talk about two people that you haven't met like that?
I already told you that I'm on the town council, didn't I? If there's one thing that I know, it's people and how they work. And if you think I'm going to let you and your daughter sully my family's legacy, then you're dead wrong. I mean, did you two really think that you would get away with this? That I would just let you waltz into my family and open the door and let you both in?
Again, there is really no need for any of this kind of language, Jack. I just want to know how you can make these judgments when we haven't even met in person. You may be on the town council, but if you don't see why that post shouldn't make you more empathetic to the needy, then that is quite disturbing.
What? You think that being a politician means that I'm supposed to be some kind of bleeding heart? You think that it means that I'm supposed to care about the average person on the street? Being a politician just means that I'm better than everyone else.
And here I thought being on the town council meant that you were supposed to be a representative of your constituency. You do realize that I am a voter in your district, don't you? Don't you care at all about getting my vote? Working for the town council isn't something that makes you great. It's a job you should be given because you're already a good person. I really do think that if you don't change your outlook on the world, that you might make some serious consequences for yourself. Again,
What do you know about anything? You're just a single mother to a sad, pathetic little daughter. But I guess I'm starting to see why it is that your husband left you. If I had to be nagged at like this by you every single day, I might pack my bags and never come back too. But don't worry, I'm going to see to it that Erwin leaves your daughter the same way your husband left you. What? You mean that you're
you have no idea about anything that my daughter and I have gone through, and I would appreciate you not jumping to conclusions like that. I have to say that I am really, really disappointed in you, Jack, but let's just say that I am very much looking forward to tomorrow. I can't wait to see the look in your face when we finally see each other in person. After all this time. Oh, I'm already trying to hold my laughter thinking about how you're going to react when you do see me.
that you're still going to come tomorrow, even after all that I've said? You're a persistent one. I'll certainly give you that, lady. But just know this, that this isn't going to change anything. I'm going to protect my family from no good lowlives like you and your daughter. I won't let some poor rabble like you sink their claws into my son.
I'm just going to say that the only reason I'm even bothering to show up for this tomorrow is all for my daughter's sake. You, your family, your son, and your status, none of that matters to me one bit. All I care about is Beth. Although given the way that you've been treating me just in this text conversation alone, don't be surprised if this whole engagement just falls apart. Look, I think that as parents...
Well, that would be fine with me. In fact, I was hoping to have achieved that by now anyways. What makes you think that I want my son to go through with this marriage? You know what? On second thought, I might...
As parents, we should support the choices that our children make, especially when it comes to love. Now, if you think that my daughter has some kind of ulterior motive, I can assure you that she doesn't, and I'll have you know that neither do I.
I might actually be okay with your daughter marrying my son, as long as she promises never to talk to you ever again. I mean that I'd let her...
I'm sorry, I don't think that I'm following along with what you're saying. What would be the point of that?
I'd let her marry Erwin if she just cast off her past as someone raised by her mom. Not only would having you hang around only bring shame to my brilliant political dynasty, but it would be the only way that we could really be sure that we can control your daughter and make sure that she doesn't either steal money or ruin our reputation. If she can do that, then I'll let her marry my boy.
Well, I'll say this much for you, Jack. You certainly do have an overinflated sense of self. I know that powerful men are supposed to be all ego, but you're like a bad caricature of a lousy politician. To think that the day before we were supposed to meet in person, you reach out to me just to insult my family and I like this? You must really think that your family is the cream of the crop around here, don't you?
Of course I do. My family has literally helped to lead this town for generations. What have you done with your life besides lose a husband and raise a useless daughter? Even my son is working in my campaign office, and one day, if he learns how to do it right, he'll be ready to take over my seat on the council. But before that can happen, I need to make sure that he gets smart enough about what kind of people he's letting into his life.
Sorry, don't we live in a democracy? I don't see how you think you'll just pass along your seat. And I will ask you to keep your comments about me, my daughter, and how I raised her to yourself when we meet tomorrow.
If you have a problem with anything that I have to say tomorrow, then you can leave and cancel the whole engagement. I'm a politician, and here in this country, we have a little thing called freedom of speech. Got it? But more important, I am going to do whatever it takes to protect my family from people like you, and that's why you're not going to get away with this.
Tomorrow. If the only reason you're seeking power is just so that you can lord it over people you see as beneath you, then I don't think you're a good fit for office. Especially since you seem to think that you can actually create some kind of dynasty with your family, or that would be even something desirable for a functioning democratic society.
There you go again, running your mouth, as if you have any idea what you're talking about. Politics isn't for women, and it certainly isn't for single mothers. You don't know what's for the good of society, because you're not good for society. But I don't even know why I'm trying to tell you all of this. It's like trying to teach a toddler about rocket science. It's all just going in one ear and out the other.
Yeah, you're right. I am getting nothing of value from this conversation at all, but I suppose you'll just have to try again in person tomorrow. Anyways, that's all the time I have to text. I look forward to seeing you then. Excuse me.
How are you supposed to sit when we only made reservations for us and not you? Did you really think that we were going to just let you walk into our family with open arms? You're even more stupid than I thought, if you really did think that it was going to be that easy.
Excuse me? What are you talking about? Are you talking about our lunch plans today?
Of course I am. I made reservations at one of the nicest Italian places in the city. And let's face it, there's no way that a nobody like you could ever afford to eat here. So since you don't even have enough money to afford your own meal, why would we reserve a seat for you to be here? Did you really think that you were going to get a free lunch from us that easily? Well, think again.
There you go again, trying to make fun of me for things that you have no idea about. Honestly, I would have hoped that you did your homework by now, but I guess you'll just have to learn your lesson the hard way.
I know that you're poor, and that tells me everything else that I need to know about you. You're the one that needs to learn to accept their place in this world.
You really think that you know my place better than I do? I just don't know what to say to a man like you.
I don't care what you say. Nothing you could ever say is going to change how I feel about this marriage or you, and that's why you don't have a seat here. So if you want, you can either stand at the table while we eat and enjoy our food like civilized beings, or you can just give up and go home. Honestly, you should just be grateful to me that I'm even giving you the choice. Don't say that I never did anything for you.
I see. Well, if those are the only two choices that you're going to give me, then why don't you just tell my daughter that I've gone home?
Yes, this is perfect. You better go home. There's no place for you here at all.
Yes, it would appear that there isn't. Just don't tell me that I didn't warn you. You will regret this.
Regret? This is the best decision I've made in a long time. If I knew that it would be this easy to get rid of you, I wouldn't have even bothered talking to you yesterday. Now get out of here, you little lowlife nobody.
I guess we'll just have to see who the real lowlife is, won't we?
Hey, what the heck is going on here, huh? We've been waiting at the restaurant for a long time now, and nobody's here. I mean, not even my son has shown up here yet. He's not even picked up his phone. Do you have any idea what's going on here?
Our whole family is over. It's ruined, and you were the one that ruined it.
Wait, what? What is all this about? What are you talking about? Have you gone crazy or something?
Sorry about that. I was only passing along a message from your wife is all. I actually ran into her in front of the Italian restaurant and explained to her all of what happened between you and I.
Wait a second. You mean that it was my wife who said that? So then, does that mean that she's talking about our family?
Yeah, I mean, it would appear as if that was what she was referring to. But this is what you get for trying to treat me and my mom the way you did. I'll have you know that no one in my life has been more supportive of me than my mother. But
What are you talking about, Jessica?
I just really don't get where someone like you gets off. I mean, why be so judgmental about people you haven't met when you're literally going to meet them the next day? I really thought that you would have been more careful with your choice of words after hearing that you had met my mom before. But I guess your wife was able to figure out what you couldn't anyway, and that's why she got so distraught. I'm just saying.
Okay, just what the heck is going on here, huh? What are you talking about? What did my wife figure out about what you're saying? I wasn't able to, huh?
I'm just saying that your wife saw who my mom was, and that was her reaction to how you treated her. But I'm surprised that you couldn't fit all the pieces together. After all, my mom is one of your most influential supporters and basically won your last election for you.
Hold on a second now. You're really not making any sense at all. I mean, are you really trying to tell me that I owe my victory to your mom?
I just thought that you would have recognized my mom as the head of Williamson & Co. But I guess you were so hung up on the fact that she raised me as a single mother that you blinded yourself to everything else. And no matter how many times my mom tried to warn you, you just kept looking down on her.
Wait a second. Are you trying to tell me that your mom is the same Beth Williamson who heads Williamson and Co.?
That's right. And I'm just shocked that even after my mom gave you her full name, that you still accused her of being after your money. You really should have just kept your mouth shut until you had actually seen her face to face. But then again, not even Jack knew who my mom really was. This was going to be the first time the two of them met.
But no, are you telling me the truth? Is your mom really? She can't be.
She literally told you who she was and encouraged you to stop talking until we had all met in person. But are you telling me that you didn't even do any looking into who my family might be, where I was coming from? Or did you think that it would just be a waste of money and resources to do so much digging into a nobody like me? Even as a politician, I would have thought that name recognition alone would have been enough to tip you off, but...
Please, you have to tell me where your mom is right now. I am serious.
But she already told you that she was going to go back home, didn't she? As for me, after I met up with your wife, I texted Jack and told him that I couldn't get married to him anymore. So even though we'll probably never meet again, I hope that this serves as an important wake-up call to you about how to treat others.
What do you mean? You broke up with my son. But what about the wedding? What's going to happen with that?
I just told you that there isn't going to be a wedding. I wouldn't want to join your family in a million years.
But we came from a long line of leaders and politicians.
Why should any of that matter if you just use your prestige and power to look down on others? I've already talked to Jack about all of this as well, so it's over. Please don't bother my mom or I again. Despite what I had said, Jack ended up calling my mom from the restaurant to beg for her to forgive him. He must have been really desperate to have that kind of conversation in a public place, because it turns out that a local reporter was at a nearby table and overheard half of the phone conversation. He picked up enough to hear that Jack had been very cruel and mean in his language to an important supporter. When he finally figured out who my mom was, the reporter asked her to comment on the story. She didn't, but her texts with Jack were somehow leaked to the press. And so, in the midst of his son's engagement falling apart, the news about Jack broke and his support rates with votes quickly tanked. After that, investigations into his campaign revealed some financial irregularities, and now it's a whole thing. Frankly, I stopped following the story shortly after it broke, as I knew all the details that mattered to me. I'm just grateful that I dodged a bullet by not marrying into Irwin's family and getting my mom caught up in all of this as well. As for my mom, after all of the news stories about Jack and his family were breaking, she withdrew all of her support for any of his campaigns and released a statement explaining why she chose to do so. Not only were the financial crimes a problem, of course, but she discusses the inappropriate way that Jack conceived of political power and how he lacked the spirit appropriate for having such power in a pluralistic society. I can only hope that this whole story serves to warn powerful people about being too full of themselves, but I'm not going to hold out much hope. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. Hey, I've just gotten married, Ashton. But I'm never going to invite an antisocial disgrace like you to my wedding. You weren't planning on coming, right? If you do, you'll have to pay for that crap. Huh? Why are you talking to me about this stuff? And I wasn't ever thinking of coming to your wedding, Bridget. I didn't even know you planned to get married, nor do I care that you are. So what is this about? Well, I've invited everyone to come to my wedding. Everyone and anyone that was in our class in high school. But when it comes to you, I think I'm going to pass. You're not coming, Miss Antisocial Freak. Well, if you're not inviting me, then why would I come? What kind of misunderstanding do you have yourself in here? What makes you think that I'd do anything to come to your wedding when you and I never got along together in school? Are you thinking that you're some kind of idol or maybe a god that I'd throw everything away for? Well, that'd be right. Everyone loves me after all. I respect you for having so much blind faith in your appearance, but to make sure that you're aware, I'm not a fan of yours. And that's why I have no reason to try and show up to your wedding. I have no idea what you're trying to say, so could you just shut up? Hold up, you're the one that came to me to talk. Well, anyway, I'm not going to go to your wedding, so you can relax. Sorry that you had to worry about me. Congrats on the marriage, and have a great life. I don't want you to celebrate me at all, Ashton. You just saying that has made me feel sick to my stomach. I'm surprised you'd be willing to say that to me after I was considerate of you. But what's up with you acting as though I'm some sort of a plague? Well, when it comes to your looks, you only make those that glance at you nauseous and sick. And if something like you showed up at my wedding, everyone would be forced to run, right? I highly doubt anything like that would ever happen, but I'm so thankful that I never ended up looking as disgusting as you do. Because of that, I had all the men I could choose from and found the perfect man for me that I've married. Well, that's nice. Congrats. But don't think that I'm going to start bowing down to you because of your looks. What? Did you just call me cute? I didn't say anything like that. You're so far out of it right now that there's not even a point to this conversation anymore. Either way, I'm not coming to your wedding, so don't worry. A freak like you really wants to come that badly? Are you really that excited to cause everyone there to throw up? Stop that, you're not even listening to me. I'm kind of impressed that you were even able to carry what you thought of me from high school all the way to the present. But your habits of making fun of me have tired me the hell out. We've been away from each other for 15 years now, and yet you're still going on about my looks? Huh? It's been that long then? In my case, I'm forever 18 years old, so I don't care about the time. What the hell is up with you? You are so full of yourself that it's like talking to a mentally ill patient. Compared to me, you're way too positive about everything, and that's so gross. Anyway, for the third time now, I'm not coming to your wedding, so stop worrying. I don't even want to meet you anymore, and even if I do, it'll only be at a class reunion or something. You should be happy now to hear from the freak that she'll no longer talk to you, right? You must have something up your sleeve, you freak. What? No. I'm just trying to get you to stop making a fuss of me and leave. If I have to talk to you any longer than I already have, then it'd be a waste of my day, so I'm going now. Congrats on your marriage and all. Bradley, I'm sorry. I hadn't taken a real good look at the wedding invitation you gave me earlier and only just had the chance to sit down and look.
Okay. What are you thinking?
Is the woman you're marrying older than you? And a woman that lives in Glendale?
That's right. But what exactly are you getting at?
I see. I knew it. I think that your wife is a woman I know.
What? Are you sure about that? Do you think I can go and ask her?
No, I think I want to surprise her on the day of the wedding. You don't mind if I'm the one to announce you two on the day of the wedding?
Well, as long as you're okay with doing it.
Well, I do feel a little hesitant, but I think I'd be willing to do it for you.
Are you sure? Thank you so much. I look forward to how you plan on introducing the two of us at the wedding.
I'm really looking forward to how surprised your wife is going to be. She's a friend from far back in the day.
I really never thought that you would have been friends with her. Thank you again for taking on the introductions for us. I'm excited to see you on the day of the wedding.
You as well, and I'll be eagerly waiting for that day. Are you kidding me, Ashton? Why the hell are you here? I never thought you'd have the audacity to slap me in the face twice. Right now, both of my cheeks are terribly swollen. Well, that's what you get. What were you planning on doing here? I told you that you couldn't come to this wedding, didn't I? Dang it! Are you really willing to kick me out of the wedding now? I know that you and I haven't had the best times back in high school together, but never once did I think you'd be willing to slap me for it. Don't you think it's time you start to learn what it means to take things too far? Well, it's on you for thinking you could just invite yourself into my wedding like that, right? And after all the belittling I did to you, you still chose to come here? What's your reason for that? Does this mean you really have something deep against me? I don't have anything against you, but now you've changed that. Anybody would be pretty upset with someone after having their face slapped twice. Especially when the reason for getting slapped is because the assailant still has no clue what's going on. You say I have no clue? I have every clue what's going on here, and there is no misunderstanding between you and I I'm upset because a mindless freak walked into my wedding. If I wasn't around to drop you like that, what would you have done? But I'm saying I didn't just walk into your wedding uninvited. Maybe before you start to complain about someone and assault them, you ask and listen to what's going on. No freak is ever allowed to be at my wedding, especially the antisocial ones like you. So there really is no talking with you anymore. How far are you going to go with this whole misunderstanding, Bridget? Do you really want to be here today to ruin my wedding that badly? That's why I'm saying you pretty much trespassed into here. I told the front to not allow you in, and yet here you are. I can't believe you'd do something so petty. Petty? All right, I've had enough. I'm not letting some freak get away with coming into my wedding uninvited. After having your face slapped twice, are you finally able to understand that? I'm leaving, Bridget. Bye-bye! I'll do just as you've asked and leave, but the only one that'll have to be punished for this is the confused idiot of an idol. Confused idiot of an idol? Are you talking about me? Well, nobody else around here thinks that they're such big stuff and acts like a buffoon. And now that I've seen the worst of you, I am pissed and no longer want to hang around anymore. Have fun in hell, Bridget. Goodbye. Wait, what's going on here? What? Why were you supposed to be the one that introduced us today? They just called your name to come up and it got dead quiet when nobody started to walk up. Well, of course, everybody would be speechless when someone never shows up on stage. Did you never hear about any of this from your husband? Oh, wait, are you serious right now? But the name on here isn't yours. That's because I'm also married. What? Are you? I can just imagine how pale your face has gone now after realizing that I was supposed to introduce you both. Are things not starting to get a bit tense there right now after everyone realized I'm not around anymore? Things are... But I never expected things to turn out this way. Well, you never knew that I'm your husband's CEO and went ahead and slapped me twice really, really hard. That must have gotten a few bad looks, I'm sure. Are you freaking kidding me? Why are you, of all people, the CEO of my husband? Do coincidences like that actually happen? Well, when people say it's a small world, they aren't joking. I was also pretty surprised, but these are the facts. Sorry about that one. I just never thought that any of this could ever happen. I'm so sorry for kicking you out. So, do you think that you can come back here now? Huh? Why do you seem to be talking in your sleep right now? Huh? You told me to go home, so why would I end up coming back to you? My face and head hurt as well, so it's definitely not happening. What? Then who's going to give the introductions now? Canceling on me like that isn't going to be good for us. At the moment, the wedding is on pause because of you. If you don't come back here right now, this wedding won't happen. Well, whether it happens or not, it has nothing to do with me. You're the one that wanted me out of there in the first place, after all. I had planned on telling you everything, yet you chose not to listen to me and kicked me out. That's the truth, right? That's right, but I seriously never thought things would end up like this. What should I do now, Ashton? Please, can you come back here? Right now, I have no clue what to say to Bradley about what's happened. Well, he's your husband, so you should tell him the whole truth, right? But perhaps he already knows everything, so lying would only make it worse. Tell the truth about everything? What the hell am I supposed to tell him? You tell him that you chose to slap his CEO in the face twice and then told her to leave the wedding. I'm going to go to the hospital right now, just in case. The hospital? You only got slapped in the face, though. Aren't you being a bit too dramatic about this? Huh? Well, if you think that was nothing, why not just go and tell your husband about it then? But I'm sure that when your husband realizes what you've done, he is not going to be very happy with you. Crap! It looks like someone here really did see what happened between us two. And right now they're talking with my husband about it. If word keeps spreading, this wedding is going to be canceled. Well, that'll be too bad, won't it? What the hell is wrong with you? Why are you acting so calm? I don't care at all about your wedding, Bridget. This is all that you asked for when slapping me and tossing me out. And you knew long before that I had no intentions of even showing up to your wedding, yet you still tried to think that I forced my way in. All I did was show up here today with one job in mind, and that was to introduce the two of you at your wedding as one of my employees asked. But you happened to continue on in your state of confusion. Shouldn't you have at least talked to me first before assaulting me? Hold on a second. We're friends, right? You can forget about a simple old slap and come back here, right? If you can't do that for me, then how will we continue being good friends? Having my wedding canceled because of you would be the worst thing to ever happen to me. And my family would start to really question me. Whatever you're talking about right now is not something that I care about. I literally have nothing to do with you or whatever happens to you. Perhaps you forgot that the reason for all of this is because you kicked me out? On another note, I'll be filing a report with the police over this. What? A report with the police? What do you mean? Well, I was just assaulted by some stranger. And when something like that happens, there has to be repercussions for it. Wait, it was just a simple slap, Ashton. We used to do that all the time to you in high school, right? Well, back then I was just a teen and I didn't have the courage to bring it up with the teachers or my parents. But now I'm an adult and I'm not going to just sit here and let you get away with acting like a child. So I'm going to get myself a lawyer to talk with and we'll see if we can do anything else after handing in the report to the police. I'll make sure that you take responsibility for all of this, no matter how far I have to go. Why would you do that? We used to be friends with each other and everything and have known each other for the longest time. Well, it's been 15 years now, and yet you still think it's okay to harass me that hard? You have to become an adult like the rest of us. Ah, and I made sure to inform your husband about this as well. Huh? He texted me asking why I wasn't around. So I let him know what had happened, and that was all. Isn't that great? I just took a load off your back by helping you explain this to him. No, that's not good at all. Not one freaking bit. They're saying that the wedding is canceled. What the hell? Why did this have to happen to me? This is all your freaking fault, Ashton. Nope. It's your fault for choosing violence in the end, right? I'm heading to the hospital still, but the inside of my mouth is pretty gashed up. At this point, it's so swollen in there and bloody that I could never introduce you guys now. After having a talk with a lawyer, I'll make sure you pay for my hospital bills. What? You want me to pay? I'll make sure you not only pay me a settlement, but pay for whatever I need to have done to my face. And I don't want you to forget that I need to be healthy and ready at all times as I'm a CEO. But if Bradley happens to throw you away after what's happened, you'll become an unemployed 30-year-old woman. You think he'd do that? There's no way he'd want to leave me, right? He and I are perfect together. Well, whatever happens there also has nothing to do with me. But he has told me that he canceled the wedding and will apologize for everything. I'm not sure where you're hiding at the moment, but Bradley's very pissed off, and so I think it's best you go talk to him. Ashton, I'm really sorry. I'll apologize for hitting you in the face twice. So can you please come and help me in any way? I'm being absolutely serious when I say I never wanted any of this to happen. So please, I made sure to put my all into becoming married to Bradley, and I was finally so happy to make it to my wedding day with him. I see. Well, it sucks that you weren't able to achieve what all you had in mind, but sometimes that happens, right? At least you had half a wedding. That seems like a job well done to me. But if you're at least able to make it out of this with your marriage intact, then you should be more than grateful. In the end, the wedding was officially canceled, and Bradley was very furious with Bridget. All of the family was pissed as well, and their marriage with one another fell apart quickly after that. Both Bridget's parents had had enough of her as well and kicked her out of their family. And since she no longer had a place to go, had to hide in a homeless shelter. And what made things worse for her was when my lawyer contacted her and explained the next situation. He said that it was brave of her to try and ask Brady to talk to me about stopping the whole court case, but that we would ultimately go forward with it. She then tried to confront me about how I was her friend while crying her eyes out, but I had no need for that and ignored her. I finished off by asking that she pay the settlement and then blocked her. Whatever happens to her after that is unknown to me and a lot of other people, but I'm sure it's not pretty.
Hey, are you home? Open up. Tina? Where are you? Right in front of your house. How long are you going to make me wait? I'm sorry, were we expecting you today? No! Do I need a reason to come to my son's house? Is that what you're implying? No. I'm out, so I can't come to the door. We weren't expecting any visits. Work? Your office is near the house, right? Come over here immediately. I can't. It doesn't work that way. Please understand. So you're telling me to wait hours for you to come home? How dare you? You know I work full-time. You're the one coming unannounced. Wouldn't you think it's obvious that you're in the wrong? None of your cheeky business. Whatever. I still can't be there right now. I have to earn a living. Call your son. I can't get through with my son. That's why I'm here, isn't it? We didn't ask of you. What? Your son's home, by the way. Wake him up if you please. He'll let you in. What? Wake him up? Is he still sleeping? He was out late and came home in the morning. He was drinking, so I don't think he'll be up till afternoon. He was out that long? Oh my boy, he must be so stressed. I guess so? Is there malice in what you're saying? Of course, I'm saying you're the one responsible. My son never took a sip of alcohol until he married you. You must be a bad influence to him, stressing him out. Are you saying that our marriage is the cause of his stress? It must be least affecting him somehow, living far away from me, never allowed to see his parents. He must be having a hard time. I always tell him that he can go wherever or whenever as much as he pleases. As a matter of fact, he actually visits you every weekend. And what is wrong with that? You won't let him be free to come back home. Okay, I never said that. He was out drinking with his friends last night. He's not sleeping in because he's stressed. He's just tired because he stayed up the night. Even so, his drinking habit is all because of you. You're owning to this stress. I seriously doubt that. He seems to be living a stress-free lifestyle as far as I know. What are you talking about? Anyways, it's not a good idea for you to be at the front door for so long, and I can't be there, so please kill the time or go on home. Wait, can't you bring me the keys over lunch break or something? What's the meaning of a lunch break if I don't get any break? I need to eat. No, you don't. You think lunch is more important than me? As I said, you can go home. I'm not getting off until 5 p.m. How dare you! To think I came for nothing. You should have called beforehand or talked to your son. I can only be at home on the weekends. I know that, but you should get off work on the days I come. I didn't know you were coming, okay? I just got a text. He's woken up. Oh, good for you. I'll be waiting inside till you come back. Come home soon. What? You don't need to wait up for me. Are you there, Tina? Tina, how long are you intending to stay? As long as I want. It's my right as a mother. That may be so, but it's draining our schedule. How rude! My son says he has still 3 days off. I'm planning to stay for the time being. You don't mind, do you? No, but would your husband be okay alone? I don't care about him. He keeps on complaining on everything I do. I think it's the best for us if I just never went back, you know. What do you mean by that? I mean, I would come live with you two. That will teach my husband a lesson. I don't think that's a good idea. Did you two fight? Not a fight to be exact. I said to him that we should live in with our son and make for their own good. He objects. Haha, that's the reason of the fight. Yes, so it clearly involves you. But then, he was really mean to me. Let the newlyweds have their space, he says. Right, now I get it. I'm just concerned about your future. What if one of us gets sick? Or if you have grandchildren? We should be supporting each other, don't you think? I think that doesn't mean we should live together in the same house. What are you talking about? Your husband is my only son. He is the one who will take care of us in our old age. Our grandchild is our precious heir. I need to supervise your parenthood, or else who knows how the poor child will end up. Even if we have children, they will be our child before your grandchild. I will bring him up how I would want to. No way! I can't allow that! This is why you are not suitable for my son. Suitable? A bride's only job is to deliver a baby. Bringing up a child should be done by the groom's experienced parents. My husband and I will make the child a proud heir. I have never heard such a thing. So you're saying you're going to take away my child from me? Yes. You're working full-time anyways and won't have time to care. And if there's a possibility you would quit your job after childbirth, all the pressure is on our son. I have every right to bring up my own child. You can take them away from me. It's not normal. Oh, but it is. You just don't understand it. What you're saying is, my husband and his sister was brought up by their grandparents as well. Not in their case. I didn't have a job. What? Then I'll quit mine. Huh? If your husband brought food to the table and you nurtured the children at home, it won't be that different for your son to work and for me to be a stay-at-home wife. You're not listening to me. This will be a burden for him. It's a burden for me too. I have to take care of someone's life at home. Stop squibbling, you! I don't intend on having a child I can't parent. We're not stable enough as it is. You're already 27. When I was your age, I already gave birth to 2. Different times and different measures. If we had twice the income and savings, then we might think about having children. How come you don't have enough savings? You both work jobs. You don't know? Figures. I've been trying to tell you. Your son's unemployed. Don't lie to me. That isn't possible. It's your fault you can't manage the books. You must be on a spending spree or something. I only get my hair done twice a year. I work full-time every day. And I? On a spending spree? What kind of meds are you on? I heard from my own son. He's been working so hard and you make him do house chores. Huh? Who's working so hard? My son! He's lying to you. He spends his day playing games and the least he can do is housework. I think it will be good for him. That's enough. You don't get a say in what your husband does. If he doesn't want to do the chores, then tell him to go get a job and earn more than me. I don't want any part in this argument. You'll regret this. I'm telling you. If you say so. I don't care in the slightest. I'm going back to work. Wait! We're not done yet. Are you there, Mick? Is it true you're going to be away this weekend on a business trip? Yes. Then I'll stay over again this week while you're gone. My son and I need some bonding together. Your son said he'll be out drinking with his friends. Won't be back till morning again. I already talked to him about that. Okay, sure. Do whatever you want. I don't need your permission. It's my son's house. I need to check. You're only home on Sunday, right? That's the plan. I was thinking of popping to check in on my parents and be back by Sunday afternoon. Is that so? Why don't you stay with them for a while? It's closer to your office too. There will be too much luggage, and my files are back at the house, so I need to come home anyways. Oh, come on and have some time for yourself. My son and I are planning to declutter the house on Sunday. You know how he hoards stuff in his room. We were talking that I should get on with it while I'm there. Oh, very well. I can help. It's okay. You're always tired. We'll handle everything. Think of it as a small getaway. Me? Tired? A getaway? You said you were busy with work. It'll get dusty and noisy when we're cleaning. It's better for all of us. What are you up to? I'm not up to anything. You make me seem hateful. I was honestly just trying to help. Right. I'll take you up on the offer. I'll pack my things for the weekend and take them with me on a trip. I'll see you Monday then. Wonderful. Take as much time as you want. It still feels weird. I can't explain it. What is going on? Oh, you're back. How was the trip? Please explain. There's no explanation. It's as it seems. My son and I moved out. What? If you desperately want us to come back, apologize for what you've done. Beg for it in tears. We might consider. What will it be? What do I need to apologize for? How can you be so selfish? Oh, you're the one that's selfish, disregarding both your husband and I. Won't have any children. Always working and never cared for the family. It's as if you're wearing the pants in this house. You know there's a logic reason. I don't care about your reasoning. You want your husband back? Let all of us live together as a family. What? If you accept, then we'll tell you where we are. I guess I'll never find out then. What? For the life of me, I don't give a damn about your whereabouts. But it will be inconvenient to live on like this. Can you have your son sign the divorce papers? Wait a minute. You aren't seriously letting us go? Dead serious. Actually, it's a dream come true. I finally get the parasite out of my life. Huh? You are the parasite, the good-for-nothing wife. Nuh-uh, your son can't hold down a job. You aren't capable of listening anything that I say. Barging into my house and linger for days. Hold down who? Your son. I already told you. He's a damn couch potato. I have never heard of this. Why don't you look back at all of our texts? I explained it to you because you were so persistent. We talked about the house chores. Don't you remember? My son hasn't told me anything. He did threaten me not to tell his parents. I try to keep quiet, but I've reached my limit. I can't keep his ego in check for him. Some useless ego he has. Are you making fun of him? Not only him, you too, Tina. What? My brilliant son, my apple in my eye. If only he didn't marry her. And so on. It makes me laugh. Your son is a no good man than you think. Have you no shame, harassing us like that? Who's harassing who? You never cared about a word I said. That's because you never fully explained anything. I did, but you didn't believe me. No, you choose to speak so we can't comprehend. Fine, I'll start from the top. Keep your eyes and ears open this time, okay? Huh? Your son quit his job 3 months ago. Since then, he hasn't looked for a new employment and became the loser couch potato that he is. Who are you calling a loser? Your precious son, of course. I'm the one bringing food to the table, working my ass off morning to night. I paid for your living while you stayed with us. You see how it won't help me or you financially if you lived with us? I don't believe you. My son can't be. I was waiting for him to get on his knees and beg for mercy while he would hunt on a job. But that never happened. And even allowed you to manipulate our lives. The nerve. Wait, Wouldn't it be beneficial for you to live with us? How would it be beneficial? More people equal more chores. I have never seen you help us in the house, like doing the laundry or cleaning the dishes. I just thought I should respect not to touch others' belongings. Respect? You talk of respect when you barge in your son's house unannounced? You care about that? Well, Besides, you just went back to your own house, didn't you? Judging by the heavier belongings that are still here, my guess is that you couldn't afford to have someone carry them. Your son's unemployed and he doesn't have the money, not even to get a new place. I don't understand. This is the part where you beg us for our forgiveness. No way. If you want things done the way you want it, turn your personality around 180 degrees and have your son find a job for God's sake. It's your job as a wife to support your husband. Just because you have a job, big deal. And I supported him for months. That's what you're supposed to do. Well, I can't take any more responsibility in what he does. Good luck finding a suitor who can endure a loser of a husband and his blood-sucking mother. I highly doubt there will be one. You're not serious about the divorce? Of course I am. You started this war. I was only taking a chance. To be honest, I'm really happy. It's like the trash took itself out. By the way, I had the locks changed, so don't bother coming to visit. Why would you do that? That's still my son's house. Actually, no. It's my house. I bought it when I was still living on my own, and I have a strict policy. No losers allowed. Screw you. You'll regret what you've done. Don't worry. I won't. I'm starting a new life for myself and only myself. You're leaving your husband for good? That's what I'm saying this whole time. I give up. Have fun bonding together. If I don't get the signed divorce papers in a week, expect to see me in court. Brace yourselves. Court? Wait, you can't embarrass us that way. Then, have the papers ready in a week. Oh, and there's no property worth splitting in this house, so don't expect to get anything from me. It's time you start paying for your keep. Huh? Hold on a second. Hey, are you listening to me? Mick! Few hours later, there were some disturbances caused by two people outside of my house, so I got the father-in-law to pick them up. He put his foot down on them. The divorce papers arrived several days later, so I sent them the remaining possessions, and I myself moved out of that house. Being alone gave me the opportunity to save up. Now I can have the luxury to spend money on myself. I had a little regret on not getting rid of those parasites long ago. But you only live life once, and I want to give life to the fullest from now on.
Helen! Long time no talk. How are you? Hey. I'm good. What's up? Oh, nothing much. Hey, I'm going on vacation with my boyfriend soon. I can't wait. I just had to tell you. Oh, and I quit my job. Again? Yeah, selling cosmetics is a lot of work. I have to stand on my feet all day long. They only hired me for my looks anyways. It doesn't matter though. My boyfriend's gonna take care of me from now on, so I'm never working again. Ever. Oh, Mary. Work is never easy, you know? You gotta learn to tough it out. No thanks. It's not for me. So where are you going for your vacation? Vegas. My boyfriend is loaded. We went to LA a few weeks ago. We've been all over the world. It's awesome. What does he do? He owns a tech firm. You should find yourself a nice rich guy. Oh, I don't really care about money. Oh, you're no fun. Wait, I know! You're jealous. No. You're jealous. I got a rich boyfriend and you don't. And I don't even have to work. You're jealous. No. That's not it at all. He lives in this huge condo. It's crazy. He only wears designer clothes. He's always buying me really expensive stuff. He buys me anything I want. He's so amazing. And he's so handsome. He's perfect. Amazing, right? Jealous? I'm impressed. You wish you had a boyfriend like him. You're jealous, aren't you? Not really. But with your looks? I don't know. LOL. I got a boyfriend too. I'm happy. Wait, really? You got a boyfriend? What's he like? He's nice. What does he drive? I don't know much about cars. Is it a domestic car? Yeah. Oh, that's so sad. My boyfriend drives imports only, and he always picks me up in his car, no matter where I am. I could never date someone who drives a domestic car. That's so embarrassing. Ugh, aren't you embarrassed? I feel so bad for you. Okay. I don't mind, though. Lots of people drive domestic cars. Poor people are so pathetic. They live in such small houses, and all they do is go to the movies or the mall. So boring. Cheap restaurants, crappy vacation. So sad. It's just so sad, you know? I could never date a poor guy. My boyfriend rents out the entire theater when we go see a movie, and he only takes me to luxury brand stores when we go shopping. 5-star restaurants, overseas vacations, and imported cars. That's a must. Where am I supposed to find someone like that? It's not that hard when you're pretty like me, but with your looks, I don't know. LOL. Yeah, whatever you say. Hey, are you making fun of me? No. You're jealous, aren't you? What does your boyfriend do? He's a model. Really? You sure he's not lying, LOL? These days, everyone is a model. They just say that to get girls. So gross. You sure you want to date him? He's my boyfriend. Stop being rude. Seriously. What? I'm just worried about you, Hina. That's all. No worries. He's a model. I've seen him in magazines. I've been to his photo shoots, too. I trust him. Don't worry. He's not lying, okay? What magazines? Can I buy them at bookstores? I think so. You sure he's a model? What if he's a porn star or something? No. I was there. It wasn't porn, trust me. And the magazine he's in? You were just reading it the other day. Really? Yeah, like 3 days ago. Wait, you're not talking about Prince, are you? Actually, that's him. Stop lying. You're just jealous. Grow up. I'm not lying. But look at you. There's no way you can go out with him. I don't believe you. You got proof? I'll show you some pics later. Send me some now. I can't. He doesn't want me sending other people his pictures. You might get jealous and upload them online, so... What? Don't push it. Oh, we're actually gonna be on the next issue. They're doing a story about the models and their boyfriends/girlfriends. The photo shoot is coming up soon. Just buy the magazine and see for yourself, okay? How's that for proof? What? You're gonna be in a magazine? You? With Prince? Ah! That can't be! How did you even meet him? I met him in the city. That day when I couldn't make it? Couldn't make it? Seriously? You ditched me for your boyfriend. I waited there for hours, you know. How did you meet him? While I was waiting for you, he hit on me. It was right after you canceled on me. Talk about good timing. Too bad you weren't there. Why you? Look at you. This makes no sense. And now you're gonna be in a magazine with him? No, that can't be. Oh, relax. You got a rich boyfriend, right? You should be happy. Introduce me to him. I can't. Come on, I'm your friend. What? You? My friend? Yes. No, you're not my friend. What? How can you say that to me? Seriously? After all those things you said about me? Give me a break. I'm sorry. And the things you said about my boyfriend? I didn't know you were going out with Prince. Whatever. I'm done with you, Mary. Stop texting me. I never liked you anyways. Have fun with your rich boyfriend. Bye. How can you say that to me? Prince doesn't drive an import, by the way, and he doesn't take me to 5-star restaurants. Oh, and his house is pretty small. Oh, and he loves to go to the mall, so yeah. You're too good for him anyways, Yuna. I was only kidding. Please. We're still friends, right? And if my boyfriend was Prince, I could care less about money. Helen? Hey, stop ignoring me. Helen? Hello? Pick up. Oh, sorry. I was texting my boyfriend. Did you tell him about me? Huh? Why? I asked you to introduce me to him. Oh, that. Well, I did tell him about you. Oh, thank you. What did he say? When does he want to meet? Never, LOL. He told me to cut all ties with you. So, yeah. Bye. Wait, what did you tell him? Exactly what you told me. You need a rich guy, right? And someone who drives an import? I told him everything you just told me. What? Why would you do that? Because he asked me about you. What was I supposed to say? Don't put this on me. Please let me meet him, please! Sorry, I'm gonna be late for my date. Don't text me anymore. Where are you guys going? I'll meet you there. Please don't. You scared I might take him away from you? Is that why? Huh? Look, if it was up to me, I wouldn't mind. Honestly. But he said he never wants to see you, so yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. Oh, and I showed him your pic. He said you're not his type. You probably showed him a really bad picture of me. If he sees me in real life, he'll change his mind for sure. Tell him. I should be in that magazine with him, not you. You just don't get it, do you? It's your personality. You might have the looks, but you're a terrible person. That's why he doesn't want to see you. Then tell him it was all a joke. Tell him I'm really a good person. Come on, Hina, you owe me. What? For what? I don't owe you anything. And no, I'm not lying to my boyfriend, LOL. Hey, Hina, you're a good friend. I'll never do anything to hurt you again. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. Please. Sorry, but no. I'm gonna block you now. What? No, please! Please! Hina, please! I'll do anything. Please. Please forgive me. Please let me see him. Please! Mary never got to meet Prince. She took out her anger on her boyfriend. She stole his credit card and went on a shopping spree. He dumped her and filed a lawsuit against her. Today, she works multiple jobs to pay off her debt. As for Helen's boyfriend, he became a really famous model after that. A few months later, he bought a nice condo and asked Helen to move in with him. Glad everything worked out for her.